Yo, Mandem podcast episode 304.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah?
I'm saying yes.
Yeah?
In agreement, man.
AKA the Christmas episode.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. I don't know
Happy
what we're gonna-
holidays if you
Happy-
don't
happy-
celebrate it.
Yeah, I was gonna say happy Hanukkah.
yeah.
I think that's coming past still.
I think that's gone. Is there like a Jewish one?
That's Hanukkah.
No, what's the Pan-African one?
Kwanzaa.
Kwanzaa.
And this was like, I don't know why, this was on my head bare recently. I was like, which one is it? Like, I almost said happy Kwanzaa to my Jewish man.
That's mad. Yeah, that would have got you. Could have been HR. Little tap on the shoulder.
Yeah.
Do you want to come with us for a
Collect
minute?
your stuff, please.
Yeah. Happy everything, man. Happy time off.
Happy time off, boy.
Yeah.
Happy President's Day. That's what one guy at my workplace used to say. Happy President's Day.
Was he trying to be like,
It's just like
super
Taking a
PC?
Because like no, it's like you don't even celebrate like the religious side of it. Like
Also,
he was
it's
trying to be like
fake
different.
deep.
Yeah, like the
I
fakest.
hear it.
Yeah,
We feeling Christmassy? We in the spirit,
I'd say so, man.
as they say.
I'd say so myself.
Oh, swear.
Yeah.
Finally here.
I
Yeah.
don't know, I'm feeling a little bit. I don't
You
know.
got the jumper on. You
Yeah, I was trying to turn
on,
up for
man.
people then. But are you one of those people? I
You
mean,
got half it.
yeah, man.
Are you-
Corporate.
are you
corporate.
invested?
that's like a high level
Managerial
of Christmas
Christmas.
jumpers.
Yeah.
yeah.
You might be able to get away with it in
Man
other
said
parts of
Bit of
the,
business and
the winter season.
festivities, you know.
I had this conversation briefly at work. Or not even a conversation, a question, really.
Okay.
But I think everybody should be asked this, and I want to know why. So, does it have to be cold for it to be Christmas for you lot?
Interesting you say that, because I was talking to a missus the other day and we was talking about like people going away for Christmas. And I've never been away for Christmas. I've always
Hot
been in
Christmas.
this.
Black J was staunchly against it.
Yeah, he's he'll down that hill.
What's that?
A Christmas in the
Christmas
heat
has to be
cold. Keep Christmas British.
And I'm a
Keep it
keep it great.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit like that. And I always say, like, want to go away Christmas, don't want to be here, blah blah blah. But then it gets closer to the time, and I'm like,
I wanna stay.
I
I
need
need
this. Yeah. This is what built us.
because otherwise, and also other parts of the world don't celebrate Christmas like we do here.
How do we? How? What's different? How do we do it?
Because some other countries do it at different times of.
So French people do
different
it
days.
New Year's Eve.
Christmas Eve. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
tomorrow,
Christmas
tomorrow
Eve,
they can have.
New Year's
Or
Eve.
some do like Boxing Day, or some don't really do
I
around
think
this.
South Americans
Yeah.
as well might do.
A lot of Europe actually celebrates Christmas.
So I know
Eve.
in like
kind of
in
mad.
Ghana, Boxing Day is slightly more important for them
Okay.
than actual. Well, Christmas Day is
Uh-huh.
being a Christian country, but Boxing Day is like a big day for
That's
them
the one,
as
yeah.
well.
Okay.
But in terms of, I feel like for me it needs to be cold.
It needs to be what, like minus.
I can't be in shorts
Like I
and saying Merry Christmas.
I hear what Rich saying, because when I was leaving my house today, I was like, it's not cold like that.
Don't
Like,
feel it's
I'm wearing a
bright.
t-shirt and a gilet, so there is an element of it. But then I also don't want it to be mad, the weather to be bonkers,
We were
because you might
bonkers.
ask for the cold, but then you might get mad rain,
No, this
Yeah,
is
like-
I'm cool with
and
this.
then
This
there's,
is cool.
and then there's no sky. It's dark at 3 a.m.
I mean,
like
it
3
should be. It's gonna
p.m.
be dark regardless.
Probably.
But like everyone has this. I feel like it's like a fake memory. Is what I think, because
The good
everyone's
old
like,
days.
"Are we gonna have a white Christmas?"
Has
And
that
I'm
ever?
like,
I don't think.
bro,
I've
I
had
don't
one.
think I've ever had a white Christmas.
No.
But I feel like people have this nostalgia to it. But it's like it's a fake memory.
It's the global woman as well, man.
That's climate change as
Global
well.
woman is mad.
I don't think we're
Let's
getting
get
the white
into it.
Christmases. But I feel like it's from like people grew up, watched their Home Alones and that. So they're like, it's got.
It's definitely been
And that. But bro,
snow on Christmas.
I think we might
young
have-
young times.
in this
Young
country-
times.
I'm gonna check. I don't think
Young,
in
young.
our whole lives.
You
it's
are
What
like-
on Christmas Day? It must have snowed like the day,
In it-
couple days before, and it was
There was something on the
snow
ground.
was-
I think it was one of the ones where it doesn't settle. So it didn't really. snow.
I'm gonna put it on record. We have never had snow
We've never had a white
in our
Christmas.
lifetime.
If you're,
I'll check it.
What, a 90s baby, you don't know. You've had no.
80s baby. It's never snowed on
No,
Christmas
if
Day.
no, it could have been early 80s.
Anyone who's around now, yeah, generational,
in the UK,
it's never snowed on Christmas Day.
I think we've had a light snow, but I wouldn't have counted it.
Yeah, I'm
saying-
yeah. I'm gonna go on. What is it? Met Office and that.
Yeah, have a look.
I'll call them after. But yeah, I'm gonna say there's never been snow in the UK on Christmas Day for anyone with memory. That still.
I feel like there has been, man.
We'll
This is
check,
what I'm
man.
saying. fam.
Does it have to be cold for you, Rich, or
Absolutely not.
no? What do you say? Australia.
you've
What
been here
was it?
when it's
Bondi
not.
Beach.
Oh, well, you've been
I've never
elsewhere,
been to
so
Australia, Dad.
No, but you're on that barbecue because bear my
That's how they do
Australian,
it. That's how they do it,
Australian
yeah.
friends. Yeah, they're like
My
we're going
girls
to the
done it
beach.
then. Yeah, they go beach.
The heck?
Their Christmas is.
What?
like
Just barbecue and a
barbecue.
turkey, like
It sounds
that
booky,
must be
innit?
dry. Like,
yeah.
No, I'm not barbecuing a turkey.
stuffing, getting barbecued.
But like,
like,
this is I was saying, this is the back and forth I have with Jay sometimes. I'm like, you rate holiday, right?
Yeah. During the holiday, I guess it's a holiday.
not all holidays are equal, though. Innit?
Fam,
Yeah.
like,
No, but like, all right, that's like saying
Practically-
for your summer holiday, go to Antarctica like, in August.
it's not.
Like things have things associated with them. So
Yeah.
Christmas, cold. Summer holidays, heat.
It doesn't have to be.
End of summer,
Like, my thing is
probably
it's
still
like-
heat because we live in the UK.
It's like it doesn't always work. But if you like this one thing, yeah, why would you have a problem experiencing it anytime?
Because then you can't have roast potatoes in the heat, bro.
Yeah.
That's mad.
mix
cha-
it up, but you rate barbecue.
I think
like,
the weather,
Yeah, it's
the weather changes a
timing,
lot
man.
of it.
I don't think it has to be cold. I like White Christmas. Don't care about it.
Fair.
Even the idea of it, like,
It's not even so much a white Christmas. It needs to feel.
so
like
man
it's that
think if it's hot,
time of-
it doesn't feel like Christmas.
Shorts.
Because you're in shorts,
Shorts
and a
and
t-shirt,
and
or
slides.
You've done Christmas in Jamaica, no?
if you got the
Yeah.
body for it,
Am I
then
doing
you're
it again?
topless.
I've done 2 Christmases in Jamaica.
I'm all for it. Like,
That's enough, man.
what? So man want to be in dead, dry, grey.
Put on a little jumper.
I just think it's. I feel
flex,
people have it, but it's fake.
Drinking Baileys in the heat.
Yeah. man.
You just don't have Baileys.
Fam,
innit?
this thing start curdling. and that.
Bailey's milkshake. Like, what the
Have
heck?
a rum punch, fam. Like, I don't know, man. I think it's people have this idea of Christmas that's come from TV and film
Yes.
that we
I'd
don't
agree,
actually
I'd agree.
experience. So doing anything,
There's,
that's
I think
not
there's,
that
I think there's a
seems-
level of that.
Thing is
Incorrect.
too far away from. I don't want to be sweating on Christmas Day.
No.
I just
Like
don't
with
see
my
what's
flannel
wrong
in
with
my back right pocket, like the true yardies. Tapping the where is
man
it?
called
And then
heat stroke
that
on
type-
Christmas.
Yeah, that's mad.
I also
Not the
feel
one.
I've never done it, but I feel like it will throw.
Your whole,
It might throw you out.
your
of
belief
It might throw your whole thing out of whack.
Your whole
Because
clock.
if you've gone, let's say you've had a summer, or let's say
I
it's
told man the seasons
hot
are
here.
moving. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
they are.
summer holiday in the heat, then towards the end of the year, the August, September's,
Yeah,
October's
yeah.
even a little bit warmer. Then you travel for the winter to a hot, warmer climate.
You went to Valencia just the other day because
then
you
you
didn't want to be
then
here,
you
bro.
come back, and then it's, let's say you're there till, let's say, Feb, so it's kind of still cold, but slightly getting into spring or whatnot. That's just crazy. Then it's summer again.
Les is saying we're not supposed to be in the heat. All the
So
time.
man don't want like a year of summer.
Bro,
Man have gone
seasons.
crazy.
I said this to my girl the other day. Actually, she was. I think it was away in Valencia, and we was like, oh, like, having like warmer weather like all the time, and I was like, that ain't good. I was
Oh,
like,
man, you man are too
that's
British.
No, don't put me with Les. Don't put
too
don't put.
I
me
said,
in that
yeah,
same
check
box
it. Seasons are important because it lets you
there.
know.
No, respect.
It,
Rich, you get bored of it.
It lets
I
you know
hear the
what's happening.
seasons thing,
Do you
but
think Brazilian dons are like, this is so sick?
you still have
every
everything's
day?
relative, isn't it?
They're bored, like they
They're
just
not.
want, they want some rain,
If
bro.
it's like if their winter is around this time of year, they're like it's cold, but it's not cold. Like we
They get so used to it. They're out there in
Everything's
jeans
relative.
and that.
Yeah, they're not really taking it. They're
enjoying it.
blocking their blessings. Yeah,
So,
I'm
like-
not sure, man.
Even having said that, we went to Valencia in November. For us, it's warm. When you go out there and see them,
The locals are
jeans,
scarves.
boots, jackets,
Gloves.
scarves. Like this is, it's a little bit cold for them.
These times it's 20 degrees.
Like
plus.
we're like burning up.
Mad. Yeah, I'm not for it, man. Rich, I think sometimes we just keep things in the
Yeah, I'm for seasons,
You're
man.
for tradition, yeah, Dad.
Yeah, come on. And
Traditionalist.
sometimes, man. Sometimes it's funny you lot say this about the weather. One guy was saying, Black Brits have it the worst, yeah, because we're never our full potential living in this country.
You're not. You man are underpowered and you like it.
That's a crazy statement.
Fam, you're not
Yeah.
charged up. Fam.
He said the glow on holiday is different. Like you're at your, you could maybe pretend to be a 10. He says, but the majority of your life, you're in the UK
Running on a 6.
and you're kind of you're
Not vitamin
under
D.
punching. Yeah, no Vit D. The glow's gone. He even said he's gone to like cold places and it's better. He says something about it's the negativity.
The
I
air's
think.
clear and that.
yeah.
Too much hate in it.
Yeah, too much hate, man. Too much hate.
I kind of hear.
Reece Wabara, he was learning about that this week still.
Oi,
Yeah, he was getting
Maniere
it,
De
boy.
Voir.
it's hate filled for him, isn't it? A lot of
Stuff.
Does he? All right.
Black home
first,
business,
Describe.
man.
Let's paint the picture for anyone who doesn't know.
Oh, what was the tweet, man? So it's gonna be, this will be in like the British Museum, the art galleries, and that. Like this screenshot will be on there for time. And I said, yeah, man, let him get these bars off. He said, "We opened the first black-owned store in history on Oxford Street last week, and turned 10 years old." It's like the confetti emoji type thing. 0 press coverage, 0 blog posts, 0 celebrity support, 0 influencer activations. There's a few lessons in there. That tweet is going to go down in history because I don't think I've seen anyone get battered celebrating their wins in such a quick, hasty and effective fashion. They got him out of here.
Do you know what was quite? It only crossed my mind now. Is I think there's something about patting your own back that is ugly. I can say, "Yo, Dan, you man don't know Dan. Dan's this. Dan's that. Do you know what he's done in his life? Do you know what Les has done? Do you know what Les was on last summer? Do you know how long he's been grinding?
Yeah.
But if you say that about yourself,
Look at me.
it's a different thing. It's not. It's actually a completely different thing.
Do you think that is the majority of the reasoning behind the backlash, or do you think it was those two words, black owned?
Owned. I think patting your own back when you're successful. Nobody even likes it. Like Kanye is one of the most successful people.
Yeah.
Shouting about I'm this, I'm that, I'm
Yeah.
Walt Disney, and it's like, what are you doing,
Would
bro?
you say Hitler, Jesus, Kanye? Last week.
Yeah, like he says all that shit. No, people don't like that, so I think that's one thing. The black owned thing now, I feel like this is why he's getting the hate. I feel like this is the first we're hearing of it, brother.
Okay. Okay.
Because you need your back patted, we're black owned now, all of a sudden.
Okay.
And that,
You said Maniere De Voir before. You've never heard those words associated with it. He's been on the blog tours and all that.
don't sound black owned.
He's been arguing with
I'm not saying they
been
got
arguing
black
with Clint
models
and whatnot. But yeah, a lot of they say the models aren't usually black.
Yeah.
He doesn't align himself with I guess black influencers, black culture, entertainment, music. So I think that was a lot of the backlash.
Yeah,
and yeah, as you said, we've never heard him utter those two words, powerful words.
which I don't know if is sometimes that could be bad for a brand
Highly
to
triggering
mention it.
words.
I don't know. Well, it seems to have been bad. Now he said it now, isn't it?
Yeah.
So if he just kept his mouth shut, it'd be
I
fine.
was saying before we started recording that I didn't know he was behind the brand. Only like maybe in the last year.
Okay.
I know he had the thing with Clint, and that I think that kind of put the face to the brand.
Okay.
But to I think something you said before that, you wouldn't really. I like looking at the brand. I wouldn't be like, oh, a black person put this is behind this brand. You'd probably think, what's that guy from? He was in Jake Hall.
Oh,
You'd probably think someone like him was behind it or whatever. So for me, when I saw it was him behind it, I was like, okay, cool. Now I can put a face to the brand, whatever.
You say, like, I'm gonna support that black business.
Not so much that,
No.
but then it just made me think like, oh, sick. Like he's managed to put this together, and I didn't really know who he was before that. Then kind of you do the research and whatnot, and then you figure it out. But I think the black owned is very triggering, and it feels like he's now trying to tap into that.
Okay.
Whereas before, and what you said, he weren't really amongst the.
No, he was like
in the black
a
space.
footballer in the nightclubs.
Yeah.
That kind of vibe.
Yeah.
Chasing the
Blonde
No,
skirt.
the sycophants, or the female sycophants who just hang around, and the parasitic women who hang around footballers. And you don't really see him at the events or on the blogs.
Yeah,
as he said.
Or in and around
and I wonder,
spaces.
do you think that probably was something that he's thought about, like not to align himself with, air quotes, the culture?
I don't. Oh, so I don't know. But we're podding, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I would say, potentially earlier on, where it was less cool.
Okay.
To be, there was less of let's say, online presence and a community that would support you based just on that fact. It just seems rather convenient.
Yeah.
All of a sudden,
now there is a bigger online community. There is this push for black business and supporting it, almost regardless of anything. That now you want to claim it. I do think he's probably correct though, in that, like, give that man his accolades. He's done bare well.
It's big stuff.
He's done bare well.
big time.
I think it is worth questioning why, black or not, he may not be getting his accolades. But I feel like I think there was another tweet as well. I feel like in 2 tweets he's revealed so much.
There's more.
He's revealed so much about himself, and that's where I'm just like, you just seem like a bit of a psychopath, to be honest. Didn't he say he wants to be? He said he said I'd be worshipped, right?
The word worship was used in one of the tweets,
and it's like, so that's what you want.
I and even to that point, I think his back and forth with Clint. If you see the contrast between the two, Clint's got these, I don't want to say kids, but he's got streetwear and whatnot in the craziest headlock I've seen since, and I was saying before we started recording, since Supreme, for the streets anyway. And I feel like when you see someone else doing it, that's one thing. When you see another black person or someone who looks like you doing it, I feel like to an extent you might feel like, and you're successful, you're both successful, why ain't I getting that? Why is he getting? Why aren't these lot like running around for? And to be fair, both brands are very different.
But part of it is street culture. So
but I feel like he wants some of
that love.
He wants a slice of that pie.
Why ain't they going crazy for my shit? Why ain't they like running around London, queuing outside this place, and traveling bare far for my merch and this and that? And maybe he needs to look inwards and be like, like maybe my brand isn't.
Maybe something. Maybe it's something you've done.
Check it, and it's okay.
And that's cool.
Yeah.
Because Clint hasn't got his shop on Oxford Street.
Exactly.
No, but
like you've done
but
a lot of stuff.
Is that what he wants? Maybe Cortez don't care about that as well.
Well, they seem
where
like
he wants that that street love. The other, a counter to one of the points being about it being black owned or targeting X or Y community. Some people saying the black community make up 10% of the UK. Why would you focus your brand at them? It's kind of pigeonholing or short-sighted.
They're saying that about him.
Yeah, so he's done the right thing in targeting the bigger, wider community in the UK.
Yeah, it really depends what you want, innit?
Yeah.
Like if you want to be popping in the streets, and you want man to be talking about your brand and people from poorer communities getting mad, doing all sorts for your product, then your product has to usually be of a certain caliber, kind of targeted by certain people. So, like, he seems mad at decisions he's kind of made, which is like bad and confusing in itself. But then you're just looking at a next man's plate. Is how I see it. Like, bro, your plate's full, you know. Your plate is full. You're fine dining over there.
Was it full of fish fingers and smiley faces? Rick, you mentioned his other tweet, and he was in response to someone else, and he said, "Should I have to say it?" He was in responding to one of their questions, and he said, "The truth is, I'm not black enough for black people or white enough for white people. If anybody of a singular race achieved what I did, they'd be worshipped. I can think of many examples with way less success or longevity. Sure, you can too." Is part of this
I feel like you send it for someone in that
issue or incident, is it down to him being mixed race? Do you think? Do you think that plays a part? Someone about, so he said black owned. Do you think that's nothing to do with it?
I don't think so.
It's purely.
I think he has just gone about his business in be less of the face of the brand, appeal to the larger,
the masses,
market share,
UK
the masses, and also his background is, if you look at the brand,
there is peers, isn't it?
He's right.
Aimed at
his background is that brand. When you look at it, I use Cortez as the comparison because they've had a back and forth, but Cortez isn't that. But I feel like he's gone about his business, created it, got it. Was it 10 years? Shop on Oxford Street.
Yeah.
Now it's like I've done those things, so you can't really. My brand can't really fail now. So now that it can't fail, let me tap into you lot that
get more.
The smaller.
Okay, yeah.
Let me get more. And the thing
greedy,
is,
innit?
and the thing is with the get more, the group that you're trying to target to get more, they're the loudest.
Fair.
They might be the smallest
Online, vocal,
They might be the smallest, but I think even not just
Vocal
restricted to
majority.
online. I think we're
in terms of influence and
sway, we make it the loudest. So if something's cool, it's most likely gonna come from
the brothers and the sisters,
right. So I feel like he's done. So you can't knock this down anymore. You lot come. Let's go. So then this is where all the like I've done this, done that, and I've not got no accolades for it. And everyone's like, who? What? Where's this like come from? Whereas again, using Clint as the comparison, he's been down here. Now he's working with Nike, and I think he did a collaboration with someone else.
Supreme
the other day,
which is bonkers.
Now he's right. I've started down here. We're all cool here. Now let's tap in. Let's sit in those boardrooms and get in those meetings and those collaborations.
Give them a bit of cool. Yeah.
So then, his market share, or the people that he was targeting, or his background, will start paying attention to what my man's doing.
I think what he wants is hype, and your brand has that or it doesn't. It kind of attracts that or it doesn't.
Oh, okay.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Like you have the kind of, a man pays, like everyone that buys in your shop is using like a credit card, probably at Amex as well.
Oh,
like,
okay.
do you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's
like,
just not that like,
it's not that kind of brand. And he seems
startup
like
kind of culture.
He's in a different genre.
Yeah.
And that's okay. Speaking to what you said about him being mixed race and stuff like that, I don't really know. I can't really speak to his experience. I don't know. I can kind of say though, to some degree, that if you're mixed race and successful, often you do get just thrown in as a black success story. Often, like Obama, the first black president. Kind of, really. You know what I mean?
Depends. It depends what mood people are in.
Yeah, so it's like I do kind of hear that shout.
Yeah, I understand his first point.
Mixed race kind of, in a way, kind of lack a cultural identity. But that's because it's. I mean, one will likely form, as we spoke about,
South Africa.
I kind of hear that, but I don't know. You could almost argue that could potentially be could have aided him in his success and stuff like that.
Fair.
So like it's give and take, innit? And I think the kind of moral of the story is you can have anything, you can't have everything. Like, you've got something good, bro.
Fair.
Just enjoy your thing. Like, you can't have everything, bro. So I wish it never happened for him. I wish it never happened, because it seems like sad now.
And since this debacle, he tweeted, what was it? He's pinned the tweet. It is after a meeting this morning with the board, meaning me in brackets. Humble brag. I am reinstating myself as CEO, focusing on taking the brand to further unfathomable levels for another 10 years. Thanks, media, for swiftly covering yesterday's announcement. Ironic, it was sad news. The support isn't unnoticed. So that was in response to his prior tweet that said, after a meeting this afternoon with the board regarding comments I made via social media, I will be stepping down as CEO to focus on my personal ventures. Thank you all for your support for the last 10 years. So he did a U-turn in the
How many hours?
That tweet was at 10 to 2, and by 8 o'clock yesterday in the morning it was done. So less than 24 hours he stepped down.
I don't like,
Step
if
down.
you want to see, I don't know why
Stepped
he's stepping down in the first place, or why you even released that. Like, it's whatever. Innit? But he just unsaid it.
The more you read, and the more I pay back part of the tweets. That's what I was looking at. I thought that stopped.
Okay, we're live again. Apologies, technical difficulties. But yeah, I don't know why you step up then step down.
Step up, step down. It's
Yeah.
all
Step down, step up.
social media, fun and games, engagement, like.
And I think this is what I was going to say. I feel like reading more of the tweets and playing them back, or certain parts of it, he's not comfortable within himself as a human being.
Fair.
Very revealing.
That's what a lot of people said.
Because to say and obviously I can't speak to it, but we've heard it before, that not being black enough for black people, not being white enough for white people, you must sit in an odd place where you're part of both communities, but you're not, or they don't see you that way.
Well, that's how you feel.
Or then, it also comes out as to that's how you feel. So I feel a lot of this just is him feeling like maybe he's been not accepted, but he's been business-wise, he's been okay in the other space.
Looks like he's doing all right, innit? Yeah.
But the other space with probably the loudest noise, with the most hype, with the eyes that are looking at them the most, he's not really. His accolades aren't coming from there.
Fair.
Or he's not done much over there. So now he's trying to tap in. I feel like he's just gone about it in probably the worst way you could do it. Because when you start saying words like black owned this and black owned that, and I ain't done this and I've done this and you like ain't done this, then it's like, what?
I just think, it's a consistency thing. So like, you should have been singing from this hymn sheet from the start. If this is how you've always felt, or what you've always believed, that should have been front and center all the time. And it seems like a flick has switched. A switch, has been flicked, and it's like, oh, damn, we got to look after that community.
This is it.
So now I'm screaming black owned and whatnot. When if your actions have been that way, then people probably would have been for a while saying, oh, we remember when you did this, that, da, 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 da.
This is it. It's like, it's a word we've been using a lot recently with business and online stuff. It's performative. It comes across performative.
Low key.
It comes across that you're just saying this because,
it's a quick
this looks good.
Grab.
Yeah. But
it's tough, man.
it's not a good look.
Yeah. But I can't cry too much for a man that's got a store in Oxford Street, man. I hope, whatever internal struggles or strifes and issues that he has, I hope they're sorted and allayed. But hopefully he cries for me, and because I ain't got a store in Oxford Street.
He's not crying for you.
That's it. And I wonder if you're looking to get any Maniere De Voir in your.
I will now.
Your stocking for because it's black owned.
It's black owned, man.
Come on, man.
It's black owned. Got support.
You got support. I just think, he just needs to go about it in a better way.
How would you recommend doing that? Get with the Central Seas of the world, or the
maybe
Central Sea. I don't know.
Well, not him so much, but I think just because I don't even know what him and I think beefing with man as well, it doesn't help. And like I said, Clint has, I don't want to keep saying the street, but streetwear. He's got that in a crazy headlock. But you're beefing with the number one guy. So people are gonna look at you and be like, is he okay? Whether you like the brand or not, people are like, who's this guy? What's he really saying? So I feel like you need to, or you should, be cool in the space. Because the minute the space deems you're not cool, you ain't never getting in. You're never getting in.
It's tough, man. Shout out to him, man. And if you haven't, watch his Diary of a CEO and all that stuff.
Oh, has he been on? Yeah.
Oh, he's got one?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay. Recent?
Yeah, not too long ago.
Okay.
So yeah, man, check that out and support all the black brands, man, is what I'd say. Speaking of support, are you supporting Johnathan Majors? You standing with him?
It's sad, man. It's actually, and I didn't see this. I didn't see this coming, you know.
Oh, is it? You thought he was gonna...
Yeah. I didn't see this coming. I just thought, because I didn't really look. I didn't do too much reading. Kind of bits that would pop up that I had the time to check out. I'd look into. So I didn't really think it would get to this. So then when that came out, I was like, ooh. I was like, yeah, they're not playing.
I thought
They got him out here, man.
so before the news dropped, I saw the footage of him doing what, 5K or something like that. At least 3K. It was at least 3K.
Oh, through Soho and Greenwich in New York.
He did a couple of blocks, didn't it? And I was thinking, okay, this looks like we're seeing some truth, and it looks like she's attacking him. Yeah. She's after him. He's running away. He's fleeing like a victim. Yeah. So I thought, oh yeah, this is gonna be case closed.
But she's keeping up though.
That was big.
I see. I can't.
It's like drugs.
Well, you got
I feel like someone even posted it, or I read
it
the
was
tweet,
drugs,
but
man.
someone was like, he did all that training for Creed, and she was still managing to keep.
Yeah, he was too top heavy, man.
Yeah, man. Little less resistance training.
Yeah. That sprint was crazy.
So that I thought like this. Obviously, you can't hear sound and stuff.
Yeah,
but this looks like.
I think the driver was kind of corroborating his story and that. Like,
corroborating his story.
Yeah.
For me, I don't know how he's lost this from what I see, from the evidence I've seen. There may be more. I'll be honest, I haven't looked into it.
So I think part of it as well was, so I think what happens, and I might be missing bits out or slightly incorrect, but I think they were having an argument, and I think he tried to get her into the cab, as in
just cramming her.
Let's go.
Yeah.
So I think obviously he's a big guy, so I think that might have caused bruising or some slight physical damage. Nothing too crazy, if that makes sense. So then I think maybe he's realized this looks wild. So then he's bust out, but then she started like obviously following him. So I think that bit, if you just watch that bit, it just looks like he's trying to get away from some mad situation.
Lady,
But I think what actually happens is
there's something prior to it.
Physical
altercation
that happened inside the cab.
But the drivers corroborated his story. It just seems weird. It feels like anything that happened in the cab, for the most part, there's an absence of evidence. What we can see, it seems clear, and I'm not saying that something mad didn't happen in the car. We don't know in it, but I don't know. In my opinion, I don't see how. From what I've seen, again, I haven't paid much attention, but I don't know, man. It almost seems a little. Dare I say,
don't nothing crazy.
Oh,
is it
Johnny Deppish? Not to the same extent. Their thing was uber toxic, but I don't know, man. It just doesn't add up to me.
Yeah, he's like, I don't know if they were voice notes, but he's telling him to be more like Coretta Scott King. And
I heard about that.
Yeah. I heard.
People say he thinks he's in the civil rights.
They should have sent him down for that, man.
One count of chatting absolute shit.
Man? What does that even mean?
Just be more like a black lady, I don't know, to his white girlfriend, which is tough. Or maybe it's just more like personality kind of traits, but you probably won't get that from her. So that was a no for me. But he did stop that fight. Remember that scene where he stopped?
But again, people are saying, was that real? And like,
that might be the
don't
most
know anything
doctored scene ever, man.
Then he got with Megan Good.
Has he switched her out though? Because I saw him holding hands with another lady this week.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's mad, man. It's mad.
He's saying, hoping we weren't.
I
don't
know what was going on. But yeah, man, one of the craziest rises and falls. Like, wrapped him up in like what, a year?
Yeah, Creed came out this year. I'm pretty certain March. March, I believe.
And what,
I
he was
think
supposed to
this
be
year,
like the
'cause I've
leader of
seen
the universe,
he was
Marvel.
the,
Kang?
He's Kang the Conqueror, fam.
The new MCU villain. He was going to be Thanos of Marvel Phase 4.
Yeah,
Is
said,
it?
Wait a minute now.
Not on my watch.
They said no.
I don't know what they're going to do though.
And he was cold as well.
I haven't really.
He
I've
was-
kind
watch
of
Lo-
dropped
watch-
Marvel out.
Watch Loki. Loki's good.
I've been meaning to watch.
I know what you're saying, but yeah, watch Loki. Loki's good. But
I don't know
yeah.
what Marvel are going to do.
So is that filmed already, by the way?
I don't think so.
Okay.
No, probably not like the final film or not.
No,
There
no,
probably
no.
maybe a few cameos. I don't even know what you do in that case.
So long before the verdict, they were saying, like, I watched all these YouTube videos and breakdowns or whatever, and they were saying that there was talks of them replacing him
With
Michael B. Jordan.
anyway. I think that they weren't. I think it might be a Marvel thing that they were going to move away from Kang in general.
Okay.
But I think that might be tied with the whole case thing because it came after that was announced.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if he rises in like 10 years.
Yeah.
He just comes back and he's somebody else.
So I feel like Kang is gone and they'll replace him with another villain.
Okay.
Do you think there's a way back for him? Like for this case, is this like a case where people will be understanding? Does he have to do like Tyler Perry movies? Does he gonna have to stay over there, or do we think like there's a chance he can bounce back
I do think the tides are kind of changing in the world.
in favor of him in this case?
I feel like it's harder to be blackballed these days.
Okay.
We've seen Kanye over in the Middle East somewhere.
Oh, building a nation or
Like,
something.
yeah. I mean, not even that. Like, that's just crazy. But like if you get kind of siloed by Hollywood,
Yeah.
there are pretty other powerful nations or people, other places.
I remember
for you
in
to
school they
operate.
was just talking about, was it brick nations?
What's a brick
It's
nation?
like Brazil, Russia, India,
Oh, yeah,
China.
BRICS. Yeah.
Them, that
South
gang.
Africa? Was there one? Yeah.
Who they're the new kind of
Yeah,
world
rising
powers,
kind of
economic.
forces.
Like, yeah. So man could just go
So I feel like
India.
there's a
become a big star in India.
go mash up
Johnathan
Bollywood.
Majors just
Mash up Bollywood.
going crazy. Yeah.
Speaking Hindi and that.
Crazy.
Mad. So I feel like there are other places potentially, and like with just like Netflix, like things aren't as centralized as like
Yeah.
traditional Hollywood. So
Yeah.
I don't know. What I do think is that I think some budget films get an A-list actor.
Oh yeah.
on the
Okay.
cheap.
Yeah.
Some people are saying they think he's gonna do the like stay low for a bit, mad independent film
indie.
that bangs
Yeah.
It's got
at like Cannes Film Festival
Yeah,
and
it
all
has
that,
to.
and then that's like his slow climb back to the
I
top
think
of the mountain.
I think he can come back.
I don't think it's over.
I
hope
think
it's not.
don't have too much or the ins and outs of what happened, but I feel like his particular case, there's room for redemption in his.
It doesn't seem like you get those NFL players that like go and like you see them batter their wife. This seems like a horrible toxic relationship which went a bit too far. And
There
that's
are
not,
degrees,
I'm not
isn't it?
shooting him Bell in it
Yeah.
for
There are
putting his hands
different
on a woman,
degrees.
but
Like,
yeah,
it's not what Kevin Spacey was up to.
no,
You know what
no,
I mean? Like,
no,
where,
no, no.
you know what? Let's probably get rid
And
of
he
him.
got he was let go.
Still the bookiest thing ever.
Nothing
That
happened to
video
him.
that he made, didn't it?
Bro.
Yeah, he
Like,
was
I still don't
dead.
understand what was going on.
They
there.
let him go.
It was Identity Olympics.
What
innit?
was that like?
It's a mad thing. He tried the smoke one.
Tried to get ahead of it. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I hope he comes back because I do think I think he's very talented. It seems like a bit of a. Let me land with this one, like a Morgan Freeman a little bit, in that it seems like he's found acting quite a late in his career. But he's doing a good job. So,
Yeah.
and I don't think all wrongs are the same. I think there are levels to it. So personally, I'd like to see him make a return. Yeah, take some time out. Do it.
Yeah. Do your rehab.
I hope it's not the
serve
end
your
of- the
time,
end of
ride
the
your
road
bang
for
up. And yeah, we shall see. Shout out to the man that can make any picture look like it's from the 1950s, man. That's
Yeah. He's like an AI filter or something.
like as soon as he's like, there's grain.
funny.
Why is there grain on every Johnathan Majors pic? It's cold, man. Shout out to him. Do you not see Tinder's launched a $499 monthly plan?
Tinder.
Yeah.
No, I
the
didn't
dating
know.
app, which allows subscribers to message people they have not matched with and increase their visibility to the most sought after users. $499 a month. Wow.
A month? I thought that was you know when you get annually and you
You could buy it now for 1 month
Or
is
it's gonna cost you £20.
Yeah,
It's not
Save.
no, $500 a month to talk to women. Who raised these men?
And men.
I ask. Yeah. Shout out to
yeah.
diversity.
I mean, you've got like we've had Match.com, which I think was the OG of
What was
this
it?
dating
Plenty
thing.
of fish and that as well.
Plenty of fish, but I think Match was like
The first.
was almost like
Is it? I thought
that was
Puff-
Married at First
that
Sight.
was
They were
like
supposed to
online.
be using
I thought Puff
mad
was-
algorithm and that to find your match.
No, ain't that
you pay for it?
eHarmony.
Maybe it was
eHarmony,
eHarmony.
yeah.
Actually, maybe it was eHarmony.
Talking
eHarmony
about
as well,
like
Match.com, yeah.
mad traits in the
Star
human.
signs,
Yeah,
all sorts of
yeah.
shit to find your perfect match. I can't see anybody I know spending like if you can afford that amount, then you could just get a girl anyway. Is how I see it. Like,
What kind of girl though? Escort.
the wrong
or-
kind of girl, probably.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not saying it's the right kind of woman,
But
Hey.
but hey, yeah, and that's. I mean, for some man, that's enough, isn't it? Yeah, that seems like way too much. I've heard. I haven't been on Tinder in a very long time.
gotta
lads.
clear that up.
Disclaimer.
Let the jury know.
yeah. For the benefit of the tape, you know.
I haven't been on Tinder in a very long time, Your Honor. So I remember hearing that there was like, because I believe you would run out of like likes if you were active. You know,
When they're like premium,
you're a
and that.
gamer and that your phones are mad. Just blow it out.
I think Hinge was like that as well.
premium or
No, just the regular.
they're like calm down, bro.
Yeah,
Get some
but
fresh
you
air.
could
Yeah.
have like there was something you could pay for and you could have
In-app
unlimited-
purchases.
Yeah.
You could waste
I
more
think
time
the
on it.
standard one, you
You limit. There's some
technically,
limit to how many
Yeah.
swipes you could do a day.
I wonder
or
how
something.
many.
You know when your
swipes that
iPhone
is.
gets hot,
That's
just
right.
leave it for like leave it for 1 minute, like come back.
Yeah,
Your
smoke
iPhone
coming
says,
off the
"Calm
phone.
down, sir.
Yo, relax.
Wow,
Screen protector all rubbed out.
it's crazy. Like, man.
Yeah.
Chill out, my bro.
But 500 quid,
And
That's a lot. In this economy, that is nuts.
crazy.
bro. A
And I think
recession, you know.
what you get for it, I don't know if it's worth that because you can achieve sort of.
Bro, you might as well get escort.
Yeah, you can
Like,
achieve the
come
same
on.
thing on the same app. It just might take you a little
Patience. That's what it is. It's patience.
bit. It might
It's
just
gone.
take you a little
Instant
bit longer.
gratification.
Instant grat, man.
Generation, fam. Yeah, no, that's crazy. Crazy.
$5 a month to talk to women is nuts. But it goes to like this kind of place that we're at, man. These
Crazy
What place
place.
are we at?
these incels, man.
Do you think they're real? Do you think incels are real?
100%. Because they wouldn't launch this.
Like in the UK as well.
They're about, yeah, shouting at women online. You see that guy that I don't know if you lot saw it. He did a video from like I think he's sitting on the floor in his bedroom, and there
the
was
toilet roll
nothing
and
on the
that.
mattress.
Yeah.
He had no sheet on the mattress.
Stop
Yeah.
already. Like, Stop. This is gonna go bad.
And he was saying like, but yeah, if you was it a woman comes round
I
like,
spent £30 on her or something.
yeah, like she
Oh,
owes,
that
she
you?
owes me.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Like man, like that exists. That's scary, man. Like the fact that he doesn't have no like sheet on his mattress is worrying.
I'm just hoping he
Very.
was mid-change and just
Yeah.
got tired and thought,
Let me record this video.
yeah,
Shouting at these women. But yeah,
that is wild.
500. You gotta have a look at yourself, man.
It's insane.
I don't think any. I mean, maybe it's a thing where like, if we make it, they'll come. Like Tinder, are just like here it is. Like, and some idiot will do it, or like Mr. Beast or someone will have like,
Because there's that girl, Ruby Rose.
yeah.
She met like her biggest donor, OnlyFans donor, and I think
Oh,
over
yeah.
time, I can't remember how much he's given her. It's like the high thousands. I think
Via-
it's OnlyFans, like
Via Tinder.
no via
Okay.
OnlyFans, but that's just a sign of
How
that
much
these men are
man are-
around.
But I feel like
And,
Tinder's
yeah,
different.
get-
So you could pay a lot of money, but
pictures
you're
in
still
return.
not. There's not gonna be a guarantee.
Yeah,
No, all it is the guaranteed match.
yeah.
I guess yeah. You can speak to whomever, and you might be able to just finesse if you got mad riz.
But yeah, I think
But I feel like if you're spending £500 a month,
you have no risk.
You have
yeah,
zero.
Yeah.
You're riskless.
Minimal riskless.
riskless.
Yeah. So it's a damn
yeah.
shame. But yeah, shout out to these apps, man. Just exploiting these men.
Yeah, man. Well, there's a market.
Hopeless.
Big ass market. This
Hopeless.
you mentioning this, Dan, reminded me of a topic I had written in my notes app
Okay.
for us to talk about in May of this year.
Raw.
And I just thought it was the strangest thing. There was I saw this on the Underground. There's a product by a company called Rome, ROAM, not like Romans.
Yeah,
and that. We got the Romans and that.
Shout out,
them
yeah.
in there still.
When's the last time you thought the Roman Empire? What are you? What a crazy year.
Thinking about it right now. I saw an ad for them. I'm assuming this company's probably folded already, but they had They had a range of skin colored condoms.
Oh yeah, I saw that on.
And I meant
They
to
were on
speak
what
about
they're called TCPs.
What does that mean?
Tube car panels.
Tube
car panels.
Oh, the actual
yeah,
thing.
yeah,
Okay,
that's the advertising format.
Okay. Yeah, I saw one of those a while ago, and yeah, it was for Rome skin colored condoms. The tagline was "Challenge the status quo." And I was what?
Say what? So what? You just buy a different color, like?
Just be like, fam.
Today I'm gonna be Alan Sugar, like.
Some stars in your eyes.
Yo, yeah.
That's
diversity gone mad, man.
Fam.
Yeah, that's too much.
Like, thank you for thinking about us,
But no thanks.
but
No,
that's
thank
enough.
you.
Yeah,
Bro,
we're good.
condoms are transparent.
I was about to say that. The original thing is
They are your colour.
see-through.
That's just gonna get you in trouble, man.
Oh, yeah, it's a kink thing. That was the only rationale I could make was like, this is for a kinky man.
Or if you do, if you do
Or
a
if-
lighter hue and you put on,
Yeah.
you buy the.
It's almost like,
Yeah.
what you saying, like reverse blackface kind of thing.
No, actual black, but black. Yeah, I ain't gonna say the word, but yeah, like if a white man put like the black, that's mad. Like,
Yeah.
what the heck?
Yeah, I just thought,
Like cockholding yourself. Like,
Yeah.
that's mental. Like.
tonight, babe. you wait until tonight.
Yeah,
Like,
That's
I just
wild.
thought, what a nothing product.
yeah.
They ain't around no more.
I hope they're liquidized, and yeah, just closed as a business. But yeah, I did see that advert myself.
Yeah, I just thought that's
And
the
I
weirdest thing.
was just like, what is going
Like,
on?
nobody asked for that.
Because I know you got Skims, Kim Kardashian's thing.
Yeah,
She's
but
got like every color in the world,
every tone, innit?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Shout out to that, man. That's the diversity we need.
that's cool. And like, can you remember Apprentice? There was that girl Bianca on it, and she made
Yeah,
like,
the tights,
several shades of skin tone in
Come on,
tights.
man.
Cool, I get it.
Someone just went too far, man.
Yes, yeah, that's a random one from.
Yeah,
from May.
shout out to Roman. And not, again, what a crazy year. What
Hell of a year,
what a
innit?
mad year.
Hell of
It's
a
been.
year.
Shout out to Rome. Was it skin colored condoms? That might be one
I
of the
think
worst
that's
ones
the top 10 worst inventions.
I've ever seen. Top tens, top best British rappers of all time was released this week.
Was it a top 50?
Top 50, yeah. But the top 10
Do you have the list for the 50?
reads
I can see
as
the 10.
below. I've got it.
You gotta go to
here,
the link,
yeah,
yeah.
but it's on the link. Top 10 breast. Whoops.
Condom chat got done.
Yeah. It's all kicking off. Top best British rappers of all time. Number 10, Little Sims. 9, Wiley. 8, Gets. 7, Stormzy. 6, Chip. 5, J Hus. 4, Dave. 3, Gigs. 2, Kano. 1 is Skepta, the greatest British rapper of all time.
This comes from Complex.
Complex. Yes. Few arguments in our WhatsApp group. Few wild shouts. Few decent shouts. What do we make
I
of
actually
it?
missed the
Is
chat
it literally
on my
just viral content to get us talking, or is there any credence to this top 50 list from which we've given the top 10?
This to get this for podcasts. This is actual.
What's the
series?
content?
What's the time for in this year?
All time.
All time.
Time.
I'm not mad. I'm not mad at that list. I think.
Be safe now.
I think.
Who should?
Feel like Lil Sims, and I'm a fan. I feel like Lil Sims has been put in there.
To diversity.
To
Who's it? DNI? Okay.
To who?
To Panda.
Panda.
Panda. Designer and that man.
Madman.
I think you could probably maybe swap her out for someone else. I don't know who. I'd have to have a think, but I feel like you could probably swap her out. As for everyone else, if you're talking of all time, I'm not mad at that list.
Fair.
You might want to interchange or swap out the order, but I'm not. All time. If I'm not mad at that list,
I don't think it's a bad top 10. I don't think it's a bad top 10. I don't know if I agree with it all, but you've definitely got some. I feel like the majority. Oh, not majority. You at least got 50%. At least 50-60%.
They've done all right there.
100%. Like they've earned it. They've been around a long time. I think they've ticked several boxes. I get it. Do you know what I think? Yeah. And this was, I thought this before they released the because they had released 50 to 11.
Yeah.
I think it's really, really, really hard to pick a top 10 anything.
Okay.
I think it's really hard to pick a top, like to think 50 of the best musicians, even though we're defining it to like, I was going to say, I just guess it's rapping, it's not grime, it's whatever.
Yeah.
You've kind of tried to make it as tight as possible over what, 25 years? At least 25 years.
Well, yeah, some of these go even further back.
That's bare hard.
Yeah.
That's bare hard.
Yeah.
So I think it's a challenging task in the first place. But that top 10, I don't think it's a bad one.
No.
Yeah, I'm not. I think. Yeah, I'm not mad at it. To your other point around or question, if it's just sort of
Content for
content.
content's sake. Yeah.
I think it is. It definitely is. But I'm here for it. You know.
Yeah.
I'm actually here for it
Because the Americans always have their lists.
right. So for
that
me,
becomes material for podcasts to use.
but it just
utilize.
feels like we. British culture, maybe it's the negativity in the air and all of that. I just feel like we're just quick to just like dismiss and get out. Like if I don't like it,
Why is there a list?
yeah.
He said I want a list.
Yeah. But I feel like, again, we don't have to copy what they do. But I feel like we're in the last maybe 10 years, we're now starting to get in our zone and we're starting to flourish.
Burgeoning scene. Yeah.
So I feel like we can now start. We're talking all time, and we can thankfully do an all time list.
It's quiet before.
Whereas when we were growing up, you had a handful of man that you could name, and that you'd get a good
Kalashnikov and that.
yeah.
Sway,
Your top 10 would have been a crazy list.
Tayo Cruz and that.
but yeah, I'm here for this stuff, man, and I think it cements our music scene in music in general.
Yeah.
So we can create a top 50 or top 10 of all time, and it's a strong. It's just a strong 10.
Yeah, even having 50 plus honorable mentions is a sign that things are going in the
it's definitely
in the right direction.
A big scene, isn't it? What do you think of the top 10, Dan? I don't think you've said anything.
I liked it. I think some people are fortunate probably to be in there. And maybe that's just down to my own tastes and preferences and whatnot. But yeah, I was surprised that Lil Sims made it. I'll be honest.
All right, so do we all think Sims shouldn't be in the top 10?
I'm gonna say yeah. I think that's pushing it.
Yeah, I would say so. I just don't think there's enough.
I like Sims.
Same.
I really enjoyed. What was the latest one? No Mercy. She had Grey Area. I think was like 2019. What was the other one? Sometimes I be introvert.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I enjoyed that as well, but I understand why she's in there. I think most of the people in the top 10 have ticked a lot of boxes in various. Do you know what's actually hard? Like, what makes you great?
There were metrics.
There were metrics.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they showed they're working.
Finally, a list with
Complex said, we wanted to weigh up every factor, things like technical ability or how influential they've been. We also consider their contributions to the culture, which could mean everything from popularising the use of the British accent to pioneering a new style that became very popular. And yes, even how successful they are, if that's had a positive net effect, of course. Had a net positive effect, of course.
Do you know who's, I think is a bit of a crying shame, isn't in that top 10?
Go on.
If we're being completely honest, Rich has to be in the top 10, don't he?
Yeah.
By
Yeah.
their metrics.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
He has
yeah,
to be in the
yeah,
top 10.
yeah.
I think he's actually 11.
Grime rap.
Interesting.
I think he's 11.
Influence?
I feel like I mean, his thing of death, I can't remember his particular role, but his thing of death.
Yeah, no, but as an artist. Or is that what
So I was
got him
thinking about
that?
this the other day. I think I was driving Tiny Temper's Pass Out. Come on.
It's bonkers that he's not. He was an honourable mention.
Tiny Temper.
Is
I
it?
think that's personal, yeah.
Yeah, that's
rude.
incorrect.
He needs to do that Michael Jordan thing, and that's when it became personal to me. Kind of.
Yeah. He should be in there.
That's rude.
But I was thinking back to that period. I was chatting to my girl and I was saying, oh, I remember being at uni when this was on. And I remember that between 2008 and like 10, 11 being a big time for the scene.
Yeah.
Like they were breaking records,
They were like-
Labyrinth and
People were charting. and
Tiny Temper. They were
festivals.
getting top
Videos
10s
were like
quite consistent.
becoming produced. and
Rich
not
started
in
to blow
skate
up, and
parks.
yeah, in terms of, I was gonna say, I can see why you're questioning his influence, but like he was massive for London 2012. Rich was massive on
He's
London
an
2012.
Adidas guy as well. Isn't
Yeah.
it?
Like and that made me start thinking about it. I was like, he's influential for sure. Yeah, he should definitely be in the top 10. Is there anyone else? I don't know if you lot agree with that, but that should be in the top 10 for you. That's not.
I have to have a think.
I think if we're doing a all-encompassing kind of list, and it's not in my personal top 10, but if I'm complex and trying to come together with this list,
Yeah.
do you know who I think might have to be in the top 10?
Who?
I think Pugsy Malone might have to be in the top 10
Oh wow.
for the North.
Okay. I think that plays a big.
I think
part.
he's a massive figurehead for he's like Skep
King of the North,
like,
King of the-
yeah,
yeah.
like, as he likes to call
He's
himself.
doing all right. Yeah, it's all about influence. Yeah,
Top 10.
and that is a market. Yeah, I don't know
No,
about top 10.
I think if I'm being complex, not just me, my person, who I listen to, who I think's the best.
Politics.
Politics.
Dizzy not making a 10, but Wiley making it.
Interesting.
Nah. I'm kind of.
Not the top 10.
I think you kind of almost have to put them, man,
Together.
side by side, or I think you put Dizzy in front,
Boy in the corner.
bro. Dizzy not making the top 10
In terms of
crazy.
albums,
but
no.
again,
Chart
bro,
music
I
though.
got Dizzy. My first girlfriend bought me Dizzy's Showtime album, so it was his second album.
Yeah.
For like my 14th birthday.
That's bad. Yeah, longevity was part
It's
of
time
the
ago.
metric.
Is my
Yeah,
point.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
time ago.
Yeah.
It's time ago since Dizzy's been popping. But he should be top 20.
Pop into us.
He's 13. Yeah.
Oh,
But
okay,
top 10, fair. I think Krept and Conan as well probably have a case to be knocking at the door.
Where are they?
Were the 50
16th, I
was
think.
the 11 to 50 ranked? Or was it just
Yeah,
It's
ranked.
it's
Yeah.
ranked, yeah. And then outside of that, you have
So
honorable
can we do the
mentions.
next 11 to 20 if you have it?
Rich at 11.
Yeah, Wretch was 11.
Who's 12?
12 was Nines. 13 was Dizzy. Pot of Paper was 14. DWE was 15. Krept and Conan 16. Young's Teflon 17. Blade Brown 18. Digger D 19. And Central C was 20.
You know what? I like the more I'm thinking about it.
11 to 20.
I don't think the list is that bad.
Mm.
The list ain't that. I think it's been. I think
Top 10 or that 20?
No, just even
All-
I say 1 to
altogether,
20.
yeah.
together. Yeah.
Like I think it's quite considered. Like
I feel
I
like
feel like I don't know. If, I mean,
I
Sench,
feel
yeah, but no,
I
it's
feel
too new for me.
11. I feel 11. I think the 11 to
20.
What sounded like 14, 15. I feel like as further you go, it might be less music focused, and then you start talking about possible
Success
influence
and culture and
success, which is their criteria, so that's fine. Whereas I feel like the top 10, maybe even the top 10, when you maybe my perspective of it, even a top 10 to an extent doesn't tick all 3 boxes. So in my head, I feel like the top 10 should tick whatever your criteria is. They should meet
every single,
if not all of them.
Who doesn't?
The majority of them. Then as you get further,
You should be
down
like, you
the
can
list,
tick
oh, okay.
then
2 out
you
of 3
kind
or
of
whatever.
right.
Yeah.
So you start to tick less of. Otherwise, you'd be in the top 10. Why wouldn't you be?
Yeah,
if it's all time.
Yeah.
I feel like in the top 10, I feel, let's say Chip, for example. I feel like our time growing up makes sense.
Yeah.
I feel like influence, I'm not 100% sure.
Fair. Chart hits, Oopsie Daisy and all that, or you thinking wider brand deals and, or has always time? It's time.
Chips in there for technical ability.
Yeah.
Technical ability, easy.
King.
Without a doubt.
Maybe like
Hit
he's-
making.
Without a doubt.
We were talking about this yesterday briefly, and we mentioned like he's on tunes with Trey Songz, Chris Brown.
Yeah.
Bro,
Big
like,
tunes,
see, like in like a game where, or like in football games usually they have the radar chart.
Yeah.
Where man's
yeah,
maxed
yeah,
out
peak.
defense
yeah,
and
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
Chip is overshot. Like he's going
Yeah.
out the thing probably in technical ability, and he lacks up for some of his other things. Because I don't feel like he's had mad commercial success. But then you remind me of certain things of some of the when he signed to
He had,
T.I.
he had the
and all that.
Oopsie Daisies.
Yes, he's
he had
done
the
a fair
Oopsie
bit.
Daisies and
He's done a
stuff
fair
like
bit.
that.
But then I feel like, maybe it's just me, I feel like time plays a big part in it. Because I feel like you might have, let's say you got 2-3 years where you're the best thing
yeah,
ever.
yeah.
Then you might still be making music, but it's not really not really taking off like that. So does that mean that you're still?
I think longevity should only be considered when you're still making good music.
So that's why I
Not
think,
just music.
Yeah, like well done for like making a song. But
so that's
is it
why
good?
so that's why for 1, 2,
And that's not a Chip.
I think 1, 2, 3, 4.
Who's 4?
Dave,
5 is Stormzy.
J Hus,
Oh, Stormzy.
See, again,
Where's
that-
Stormzy then?
7.
7.
Stormzy 7, gets 8, Wiley 9, Sims 10. 1, 2, and 3, I'm not mad at, because longevity and everything else, I think they tick all the boxes. I think, like I said, as you get further down the list,
Can start to slip
it's-
out.
they're
Yeah.
ticking less.
You haven't got one of these.
and
You got
less.
2 of those. Yeah.
Interesting list. I think it's a good list.
I think it's pretty solid.
I saw a tweet, I think before the list came out, and someone's like, I can already guess what the list is going to be.
Go on then. Did they guess?
They didn't guess what it was, but when they said that,
Get out of it.
this
man.
list came to my head.
Oh, okay.
Or some of the artists in that list came to my head. So you can kind of predict who was going to be in it.
And that's probably based on like quality.
Yeah,
Like, or
I feel like sometimes people confuse top 10 of all time with top 10 of your favorites.
yeah,
Or who
yeah.
you deem as good. So we talk about that criteria.
Yeah.
Certain artists might tick. So for someone, Central C ticks all the boxes. But if you
They can't tick longevity. It's impossible.
right, but if you
But
step out and look at the whole thing, for me, no, Skepta ticks every single box, and probably even more than that. So he is deservedly, for me, number 1.
Yeah, someone saying Central C would be. Woo. It must be like 13 or 12.
Yeah, I feel like some publications often put a top 10 out, but it's just for controversy.
And who's right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I feel like they could. There's no way they could put him closer
20's good going for
to
the
the
Central.
Oh yeah,
That's great.
I don't think they could put him closer to the top 10.
That
It just wouldn't. It just wouldn't make sense.
That would be a bit mad. Randomly, I saw Swiss Beats talking about his house. You know, he bought the Iron Man.
Yes, him and
Mansion.
Alicia. Yeah.
What does your dream house look like?
I kind of know. I think.
Oh, you got it already. Fair play, Rich.
No.
Oh,
It definitely ain't my current
which is
house.
actualized.
Yeah,
Self-actualizations.
I feel like I
The mood board paid off.
Yeah, man. Shout out to that.
What, like forever home?
Yeah, this is your last yard, and this is where his life just.
All right. Well,
Into the sunset.
I think it's a 4-bed yard minimum. We might go 5.
Minsky.
Minimum 4-bed. Yeah.
Min. Wow.
Yeah, with outhouse.
God
Yeah,
damn.
with outhouse as well.
What are you saying? 6?
No, yeah.
You need
Whoa.
room, fam. You need room.
Greed. We're talking about greed earlier, man. Corporate greed.
But bro, we're dreaming. I ain't got.
Sorry,
let
my
me
bad.
dream, man.
Yeah.
No, in fact, I'm not dreaming. I'm gonna go kind of realistic-ish.
No,
Okay,
dream,
yeah,
man.
nah, do
No,
your
'cause
thing,
then
man.
it's
What is
gotta
it?
be-
House on the cliff
Then
and
it's on a
like,
beach and I got a farm and
you wake
all
up head
kind
of
of
water
things.
and
Yeah, I think probably it'd have to be like at least 4-bed. I think ours will probably be kind of similar. Like, I'm probably gonna say island with a kitchen,
kitchen with the
flipping,
island. Yeah.
bifold doors, maybe double door entrance. Like I kind of know, I kind of know.
American
Kinda
fridge.
open plan.
The American fridge.
Maybe I probably probably have a fridge, but then you got to have a freezer, the one that's horizontal.
Oh, the black one.
Fuck that.
The one like you're shopping in Iceland.
Yeah.
Hey.
That joint. You gotta have one of those.
Them
joints
things
as well.
That
cause me
one,
too much trauma,
fam.
fam.
There's like-
nah, get that out.
There's
of it.
meats and ice pods from like the 80s.
frozen,
and like,
fam. Ice cold.
I don't know about you, man.
the chest freezer. You know?
One of the hinges used to always. One of the
Oh,
hinges
there,
used
one
to.
hand. You're fighting for your life. Like if you slip,
One of the hinges used
never
to
see it
always
again.
go, fam.
you just
Cars.
end up in there. Yeah,
And then the ice
Preserved.
starts like overflowing on the side.
Mad.
When
Gross.
you
So
know
it
when ice
don't.
turns
So it
into
don't.
like frost.
So you know
Yeah.
I don't even know what.
Turns into snow.
So
fam.
Yeah, it turns into snow.
the seal. The seals don't even touch
They
the
don't.
seal.
They can't lock in it.
Seals are gone.
So it's fucked, and then there's old meats, old shit in there.
Yeah, it's
then it starts
crazy.
becoming
Couple of
like a
peas have
desk.
rolled out.
Yeah.
Some peas have rolled out. in the
Putting
corner.
clothing on there and that. Yeah,
Yeah, it's mad.
They're try there, man.
I guess what?
Driveway?
three
You got a
bathroom,
driveway with your
driveway.
thing? Lot,
Yeah,
like you
driveway.
drive up to it or
Nah, man. I don't. My thing ain't got to be mad. Like, it's just got to be certain things.
Nah,
Like,
I'm
I already
trying
know my next house has to have a drive.
I'm trying to.
Okay.
Have the,
It has to have
the underground thing.
another bathroom.
underground car park list.
Yeah.
So what,
Yeah.
what's
You gotta handle that shit.
What you doing? Say underground car park.
So
So you're living
underground.
in the city.
Apartment thing.
No.
Docklands. You know them
we-
Airbnbs where man shoot videos.
Them ones. Catch the lift up. Yeah. Them ones.
No, I guess dream location wise, I guess wherever this will work.
Like, to be-
Garden land, acreage, or nothing too much.
Nothing too
Nothing
wild.
too crazy.
No, I would like a little bit of space. A little bit of space. My dream house, if I'm gonna dream, it's not in this country.
Oh, is it?
Oh, is it?
No. Bro, you can only get so much in this country, bro.
No, man.
Nah, man.
You won't be in
Boys, if
or
we're gonna
near.
dream, let's
You won't be
Work
in
harder,
or near
man.
London.
Work harder, man, as they say, innit? Like, yeah, you're not working hard
Can't
enough.
get it in London.
No, definitely not in London. Because there's just generally not enough space. Yeah, underground car park. Nothing too crazy. 3-4 cars.
3-4 cars.
One way in,
bro.
one way out. One way in,
Let's
one
move
way
like a spy.
He's
one,
bad, isn't
one way
one
in.
way in, one way out. I think island kitchen open plan so you can kind of stand in one place and see most of the house.
Mezzanine level.
Mezzanine level.
Any attics in you lot's things, or like the attics been converted into like a
room.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of like that. I like that. Even if I don't use it that much, I'll probably have it.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess it's more
Guest room.
room space. Yeah, guest rooms. Dining room. You know, I'm not a big fan of dining rooms, you know. But that's maybe because
Is it wasted space?
I feel like sometimes it is.
What,
Because unless you've
individual
got
dining room.
maybe it's different if you've got your own family to warrant the use of a dining room. But at the minute, I just feel like
It's just a room with chairs and.
No, dining room.
Let's turn into
If you
something
couldn't even
else.
have a dining room.
Quick question. You see the guest room? How often do you change like sheets and that?
Just before they go.
just before.
Because I'm not doing that every week.
Wash them night before, like.
I'm telling you, I'm not doing that every week. If I got this.
What's some of yours then?
No, you have the kitchen with the island. I seen this new extractor fan that I need to get.
What, like over your
It's
top?
yeah, but it's like
Slanted.
there's a slanted thing, but then there's also another one I saw which is on the island. Yeah, it's next to it, and it like takes the air out. It's like a slit in the.
Yeah. I've seen that. Yeah.
It's bonkers.
Yeah.
I've seen
So I need a little bit of that action.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Garden, I think, is key, man.
It's important.
Garden, man.
Garden.
You have to do probably got to throw an annual barbecue and that.
Yeah, that's the main. And I need to have like 2 levels so you can go. There's there, then you go.
Yeah.
Oh, what? You're not that. The house isn't the highest level.
The house is a bit lower. The garden,
got a step.
got a little
I think
star.
I'm
Kind of like,
opposite.
kind of like.
Oh,
here,
is it?
with
Yeah,
the-
like the house is higher.
Step down
and you go
into
down.
the fair. Definitely a driveway.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna have 4 cars, man. Les is trying to mash up the environment. ULEZ and all that.
Bare SUVs on the driveway.
Yeah, you need. I think 2 receptions, like living room type setup.
Yes. Yeah.
And I always think of it for this year. Sometimes, like, you might want to just talk, but you can't talk freely because there may be like children around, or then people's missuses. So
You need another.
You need to split off, man, and do what you need to do.
Garden house, as they like to call it. Or
Yeah,
garden room, rather,
that's
garden
definitely a
outhouse
big
kind of
thing.
That's where you probably have.
Sharif's inspired me still.
Yeah.
His thing's crazy. Shout out to black billionaires. Yeah, his
Local
thing.
black billionaires.
Yeah, local black billionaires, man. It's cold. But yeah, like a little outhouse situation.
Yeah.
Buy 4 doors as well, Rich. So I can just
Open up the whole
play
thing,
reggae and that.
100.
Yeah, bare loud.
Pollute the neighborhoods.
Every Sunday.
yeah.
Let 'em know we're here.
But no, it got me to think, yeah, man, dream house. Because I saw I said, raw, imagine coming from New York or whatever, and now you've got Iron Man's yard. It's kind of bonkers.
Yeah.
But yeah, the architecture would be very important, man.
Yeah, if we're doing like dream, the architecture.
What's the styling? Because I've got mine. Because Matt, you see, I don't know if you lot saw Kanye and Kim's house. I think that is too cold. Minimalist,
Yeah, it'd be super minimal.
but then there's still a little like
yeah,
walk to it.
my girl kind of got me more into it. Like, there's like I think you can do like super like clean. She's like bare on like textures.
Oh, cold,
natural wood, like-
cold.
I'm on that.
Like I need some life.
Yeah,
She prefer
yeah,
like she
yeah.
doesn't want. I mean, we
Grey
kind of
and,
shit on IKEA in it, but you know, like if you have
clerical.
anything wooden, she's like it needs to be real wood,
Oh, grains.
not
and
like you know, like fake grain and like
yeah,
synthetic.
yeah. I
She's
know
not
what
really
you're
on
talking
that.
about,
So if money's not object, we're going.
Yeah.
Do you, what is
You're looking like a museum and that.
I like? Would you say your kind of style is?
I'm like fake Scandinavian,
I like. Have you
Jamaican Scandinavian.
Scandinavian?
So there might be a bit of hoarding of like.
just bare things.
Why is that there? Like,
Yeah, you got your old coronation. There's it's just sewing in it.
Do you know what I would like to have? Like a the old school drinks cabinet.
Oh, like a vintage one.
Yeah, but
That's
no,
mad.
like
Doesn't have to look vintage.
a black one.
Yeah.
Where it's got like mirroring in the side,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
like,
yeah.
it's just
Oh,
full
yeah,
of
yeah.
dust.
Inside, like,
yeah, and there's
like,
bottles
looks like there's more glasses.
that your grandparents have never drunk.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
just one of those for the.
I'd like
culture.
to have vinyl set
Oh, is it
with the player.
mad?
And the like you said, the old school drinks cabinet, the hi-fi system.
Yeah, something about how I do like a
Have
nice
that-
like
have it
setup.
in a glass cabinet, but obviously a newer aged, a newer aged,
Modernize
one.
that joint.
I definitely have walk-in wardrobe. I think is important, just for space.
Wow.
Got to put these kicks somewhere, innit?
Got to put the kick.
Wow,
Got to put
wow.
the kicks somewhere. But I think style wise, I'll probably say minimalist style. I don't like things being out and around. That kind of jars me sometimes. But then I like the textures and feel like you might have like one big sofa, but then you got an armchair that's like green, whatever. Like it's almost like you look and be like, why is that
Why-
there
yeah, who
here?
did
But
that,
then it
yeah.
adds to the room, as in it's not all one color or it's not all the
Just
same
a
sort
white
of tones.
room,
Yeah.
white salt.
Yeah.
So we say these things. What about the master bedroom, as they say?
Yeah.
See, like we man have said, open plan, bare space, all of that.
Yeah.
You know, your bedroom can't be that big.
Why's that?
I find
It doesn't feel safe.
I find big bedrooms booky.
You don't like. There's something I can't remember who I heard.
I hear what you're saying. Yeah,
but there's something innate about in humans.
It needs to kind of be like
you
a
need
cocoon.
to. It needs to be tight. Like, or you
shouldn't
can't
be able to run up to your bed.
Like,
That's like, why is there so much space?
There can't be bare space, like in a bedroom for whatever reason. It's
yeah.
gotta
No,
be-
I know. I hear what you're saying. Master bedroom. What's the biggest? King, queen, king.
Is
I
there
was
like
thinking
super
Queen is
queen
bigger
and
than
that?
King. I think I have a. I don't remember what I have now. I think I've heard Queen is bigger, but you can get super
Yeah,
king.
yeah.
You can get Alaskan or like it's called
Oh, I've
Alaskan
never
or
heard of that.
Alabama. That's like Shaq's bed, not the
The
round.
what, the round thing?
No, it's not the round one. Not the, like it's like
That round
Pull
bed
your girl
was
to
so
chat to her.
shit.
like that bed's
the
probably
round
the
bed.
biggest.
The round bed
Horrible,
is
horrible,
disgusting.
horrible,
That's rubbish, man. It's actually rubbish.
Horrible. No, big enough that we can sleep and not like touch each other, but not too far.
That's important in a relationship.
Yeah.
To not
Not
touch your
touch
girl. Yeah.
Yeah, let's get that right.
Yeah, I think enough space that you can walk around. I think I'd have somewhere like a armchair, maybe two armchairs.
to lounge
like a
in your
slat
bedroom.
sofa, so that you can sit.
Pick up that book on the side that
Yeah,
you never
yeah,
read.
Yeah. Take a picture of me quickly, man.
Yeah. I like a balcony where your bedroom is.
Okay,
So you
not a
can-
Juliet one, which is like just
No,
prison bars, isn't it? Like railings.
Rapunzel thing. No, so
Juliet
yeah, balcony,
balconies
so you
kill
can
me.
sit, watch, not watch,
Watch
but
the
yeah,
grey
just watch
skies
the-
come up.
That's what I said. You have to. You
the
can't be in this
outside.
I
country.
hear
man.
Rich. I hear you.
I'll never
Get me out
forget
of
one. We went. I think we was. I want to say Ibiza. It might not be there, but we was on holiday anyway. And one of the rooms, hotel room we was in, had a balcony. I think I woke up earlier than
go to the balcony.
most of Mandem. So I think I actually went shop. I think I got like a sandwich or something and a coffee or tea or whatever it was. Came back and I just sat on the balcony.
Bliss.
People watched, and it's just.
Bliss.
And I think you could see the
Was it
sea as
Barcelona?
well.
There was certain man's room had no. I think we might have all had it. Maybe it might have been just been a window. Oh no, it was like a Juliet balcony in Barcelona. I just stick my head out of the water, out the window, just people watch.
Just watching.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's peace, you know?
Yeah.
Just sitting
peace.
there, just sitting there watching the. I guess the sun's risen already, but just watching people start coming out. Yeah,
Yeah, if it's not in this country, my style ideally is like, have you seen like Balinesian kind of style where it's inside outside kind of
Oh,
style?
okay.
If I'm not in this
Yeah,
country,
yeah.
it's- that's it. Like, yeah.
A lot of like bars and restaurants abroad now have that little look.
That aesthetic.
Yeah,
innit?
yeah. Bamboo and all that. And it's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
brownie.
yeah.
and-
Textures.
Yeah,
Yeah.
textures,
Textures,
bare
man.
textures.
yeah. Outdoor space of garden wise, I guess, very important. I think I'll have some decking that you can sit under in case, even if the weather's raining or shit, you
Fire
might want to
pit?
sit. I think I'll definitely have a fire pit.
It's a decent
I'm having a built-in barbecue. That's the main thing. Like, so I
Proper
can barbecue in the winter.
property.
That's my main goal.
Yeah.
Shout out to my Greek friends, man.
yeah, decking so you can sit outside in almost any weather. Big space so people can stand around. I think I'd have half maybe brick or concrete, whatever, then maybe further down grass.
Are you man Astro? Are you Astro
Did you
dons?
cross?
I think that is the meatiest drop ever.
No,
I get it.
I think it's got to be real.
Convenience.
Oh, no.
I
It's
need
gotta be real.
to touch soil.
It's not for me.
But
Yeah,
real,
man.
real can, if your grass ain't right, it can be annoying because you
gotta deal with
if
it.
you're living
That's
at yard, you
life.
probably got paid to
Upkeep.
get someone to do it for you. But yeah, a lot of upkeep. Yeah, I think I'd have a little outhouse as well, somewhere you can sit. That's out, but that's basically this. That if you want to sit outside, have your shisha. If you want to do whatever, sit there, play, have a small screen or TV screen.
I think space. You need like, if we're talking ideal, you just want enough space for a function. Yeah, like, I don't actually need that much space myself, but you got this is the perfect yard.
Yeah,
innit?
yeah.
We're doing things there's barbecues every weekend. Like
The one thing I always want to make possible is, and I think you kind of get this with the kitchen island, is to have not to make the kitchen the place, like, especially if you have guests, this is where we're chilling,
a social space.
a social space, but not so much that it's just the kitchen, because most people
like open
will have
plan.
a kitchen as almost just the room.
Yeah, standalone.
Whereas if you have like an open space where you can kind of someone's cooking something or making, or even like making drinks.
Pass me the yeah.
And then you're on the other side chatting, or someone's on the sofa watching something on
watching
Man
United get beat.
Yeah, watching ball on TV. There's other man on the dining table doing whatever. There's music
That man
playing
blackjack.
Yeah. There's music playing.
Domino.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
So that kind of vibe. And then when we're winding down, let's go to the living room, sit there,
Fall asleep,
put something on, fall asleep, chat shit, whatever. Everyone goes home, yada yada yada.
And we don't see them again for
Yeah.
a while because can't keep hosting these.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Fair, man. I'm gonna go work now to go and try to afford this.
Yeah.
There's work.
Mood board now.
There's work to be done, man. There's work to be done. But yeah, shout out to Swiss Beats, just a small boy from round the way, and now he's owns Iron Man's house.
Superhero, might say.
Do we want to get to bring-ins?
Yeah, let's do it. Have I got any bring-ins?
I have a bring-in. It's a little bit early, to be totally honest.
Okay.
I recently found out that Fargo, the series, not the film,
Okay.
had released a couple more seasons that I completely
never knew.
passed me by. Yeah, have you watched the Fargos?
Yeah.
How many?
All of them, I assume.
So there's 5 now, I think.
Okay.
So the latest one, the ones I'd watched one. One's very good. 2's very good. 3, I fell out of it.
I feel like
didn't
I've...
watch
Okay,
all
go
of
on.
3. That's the one with, I think, you and McGregor's in it, in number 3.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I didn't follow that one through. 4 has Chris Rock in it, and it seems very interesting. I'm only a couple of episodes in, but I would say there's that. There's Fargo season 4 and season 5 available on Amazon. All the seasons are available on Amazon Prime. Okay. But I feel like a lot of people haven't seen Fargo.
Okay.
So I think they should go back and watch.
Quite an old one now.
Yeah, Fargo's pretty old, but go back and watch. Yeah, at least seasons 1 and 2. Fargo. This is something. It's good fun. I like about something's just fun and strange about Fargo, and just very good characters. It's good stuff.
Fargo's a good one. My bringing this week is a tune I actually heard on the way to the poddy. It's M1 on the beat, producer featuring Millions, and the tune is called Benzocaine.
Cold. Good to see Millions back, man. It's proper guy. My bringing this week is from an artist called Anicia, ANYCIA, and the song is called BRB.
Be right back.
Lovely job, Lee.
Yeah, if you made it here, man, wish you a very Merry Christmas.
I hope you had one, because you'd probably hear this.
This
We'll
will probably
definitely
come out
hear
Boxing
this
Day, innit?
after.
Yeah, hope you've had a good one.
Go for a walk.
Go for a walk.
Walk it off, man.
Burn that off.
Make sure you rest as well, man. It's been a tough Q4.
Trust me.
So yeah, you've probably earned it. So yeah, have a rest. Hope you've had a good time. We'll see you. I guess the episode will drop in the new year, technically.
Yeah.
Seeing you in New Year, man. We're gonna have a good one.
Gang,
Mr.
gang.
Man, what did you say?
Gang.
Oh,
Says
we
the
said
kids.
amen.
Oh,
It's the Mandem podcast.
Keep it locked.